Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Michigan State's offense takes the field. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Spartans get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Off play action. Throwing right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck. You got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
A first down for the offense. Give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground with the counter. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Spartans want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down.
And that's another first down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to pass on second down. He's got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Pollard. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the ground with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Spartans in the hurry-up. It's a reverse. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. We'll see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get the sack just like that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Hauls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the little apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. Just another week of...
And the pass is intercepted.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the prop.
Can anyone catch it? Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He now has 106 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got his man, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. At the 45 on its way. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Santos. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State. 21, Ohio State.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They're going to throw it again. Coming after him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. He's looking for a man on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
These guys aren't human able. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make...
Oh, it's loose! How in the world did the offense retain possession? So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Handoff to the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. Pulled down for the tackle. Here on second and short. give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Spartans are on the move. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Power football with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He caught it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 25 to Colorado. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They'll run it on the counter. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Spartans will punt this one away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
3rd down play from the gun. Makes his connection. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch, called for and made. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Plows through the defense. On the move at the 30. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The snap sets up the throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. No huddle offense to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He leaves it with his back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. It's a draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. Nice snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He got it! Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. The give. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Handoff from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's his 4th interception of the game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.